a man was lying happily drunk by the side of a road. There were so many passers-by. They saw this gentleman lying down very happily, very merrily, and each of them started thinking about this person. First, a young gentleman was yet to be married, saw him, and then he thought to himself, my God, if you remain bachelor, this is what is going to happen. There's no one to cook at home, there's no one to take care of you, and you need to lie down. Lie down, you need to throw yourself by the side of the road like this. The next person who passed by also saw this gentleman, and he said to himself, this gentleman was married. He was married for many years, and he said, looks like this gentleman's wife had made his place very, very unmanageable. Maybe there's a conflict in the family. That's why this person came out of home, ran away from home due to conflict, and then he got drunk, and then he is lying down here. There's another person who came there. He was a beggar, and the beggar said, oh my God, this is what happens when you don't get alms for the day. When you don't get anything, this is what happens. The other person who was passing by their side was a jobless person. And he said to himself, my God, if I remain jobless for another 3 months, this is what I am going to be. This is what I am going to meet at. This is going to be my destiny also. Now, there's one reality. A person who is drunk is lying by the side of the road. One reality, and you see so many people have their own truths. So many people have their own truths. The point of the matter is, there is not a single truth. There is no one truth. There are at least 3 truths. The person who was lying there, that was the one of the truths. That's the apparent truth. And each passerby had some thought, some truth, some perception about this person. And these are individual truths. That is my truth. Each individual carried his truth, had his truth. And if 2 people, they start talking about the same person, after some time, they will have different opinion, and maybe they will even still fighting. They will start quarreling about what they saw. One will say that no, this person was jobless, so he was doing that. The other person will say he is a beggar, so he is doing that. So there will be classes of opinions, and this is how opinions are formed. Opinions are my truths. It doesn't have anything to do with the apparent truth. At least the truth that is apparent there. The person was lying down. All other things are my perception, and there could be another truth, the ultimate truth, and nobody knows the ultimate truth. So there are 3 truths. One is my truth, the other is the apparent truth, and the third one is the ultimate truth. Nobody knows what the ultimate truth is, what the truth of the matter is. Maybe he had some other reason, nobody knows. Maybe he was acting like that, nobody knows. And nobody will ever know, because these people formed their own opinions, they had their own perception of truth, their own truth, individual truth, homemade truth, and then they went. And the second truth, the apparent truth, is very important. It's very important because at least that is visible. Now, what does it have to do with our life? We form different opinions about things. We pass different judgments, and these judgments, these opinions, these perceptions, slowly they start creating negative feelings within us. Because we think that I saw something like this, and this person was trying to hurt me, this person was trying to do something on me, or I may say that the society is against me, I may say that these friends are not good, I can say my husband is not good, I can say my wife is not good, I can also say that my truth is very important and your truth is not important, because I know only of one truth, that is my truth. I even do not know the apparent truth. Forget the ultimate truth. And there are classes of truths. What do we do out of this? We cannot do many things out of this. The only thing we can do is, instead of forming an opinion on everything and passing judgment, just remain an observer, just remain a witness. Because once we know that what I know or what I think is truth is only one facet of the truth, it is my perception of truth, and it could be very different from how other people perceive it, then we can establish relationship. Then there is communication possible. Otherwise, there is no communication possible. There is always prejudice. There is always that enmity. There is that quarrel, and the communication becomes very difficult. Communication becomes almost impossible. With distorted reality, with distorted truth, communication becomes impossible, and we are always in a negative mood. We always feel hurt, and we want to take revenge. You see these acts of terrorism, we see these acts of different the problems that are created all around the world. These terrorism, these problems are nothing but my truths. If you start living with your own truth, you will have a problem. You may not have a problem if you know that within you somebody can think some other way for the same truth. You may be having another truth, the other person may be having another truth. In this case, we can communicate, we can feel each other, we can experience each other. There is sharing, there is bondage, there is love, there is emotion. But if I think only my truth should prevail, only I know the truth, then things are going to be very difficult. If we know the difference between my truth, the apparent truth, and the ultimate truth, many of the problems that the society is presently facing, many problems that the individual is presently facing can be solved. Just try this once. Thank you.